language, but here I'm teaching in Urdu.
Okay, good. And I didn't
Yeah.
get where are you from?
I'm calling from Uttar Pradesh,
Okay,
Azamgarh.
you. Okay,
My
Azamgarh. Okay,
district is
got you,
Azam.
got you.
Yes.
Got you. That's good. That's
Uh,
good. And how long you just started? I think teaching.
yeah, of course. Last month I had started, and because
Mm.
when I have completed my master degree, I was looking for a job in Arabic language in MNCs, but I didn't get as per my qualifications. So I was preparing for my further study like NET GRF. I wanted to take admission PhD. For that, I have been preparing. So one of my friends, Tariq, you are here. One of my friend have said to me, Tariq, you are here and you are preparing for. If you will help me to teach the students, so it will be better for you for the students. So that's why
Definitely, yeah.
I had gone there and I have been teaching.
Mm, that's good. That's good. And what about your um yeah, you said. Yeah, tell me about your family.
I have 7 siblings, including me 8. So
Okay, you have said okay.
my 3 elder brothers are doing business, but I wanted to do anything apart from my family, like what they are doing. I'm not interested into, so that's because I had studied, so I wanted to do another thing from my family. So that's why I
Mm,
had indulged myself into teaching, and in future I have a plan to teach my students, like I want to become a professor. It's my
yeah.
desire. I will complete or not, but I have this
Mm-hmm.
wish. Yeah.
Definitely, you can be. As you mentioned that you are preparing for NET JRF, I think what you
Of course,
said.
of course. Oh, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
So you completed your
Eh,
masters.
of course, I
Oh
have
yeah,
done.
that's yeah. I know a bit idea about NET exam. So there is a for PhD, I
Yeah.
think after that exam.
Yeah.
JRF is a kind of scholarship, junior research
Of course.
fellowship, I think.
Yeah. 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 Of course.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So
If
if I
I
tell
will
you
crack
about
the.
yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So Korean,
Yeah,
please. Mm.
okay. You can say anything. So if I tell you about me, so you know my name Rahul Doon, and I'm making videos. I'm living in Jaipur. I've also completed my graduation this year, but just graduation. And after
Okay.
that, I started learning this language. Last year
Mm.
I was a teacher, and
Okay.
before that I was a HR. Like I did several 2 3 jobs I did, but
Okay.
now
What?
I'm only making. Yeah, ask
Why
me.
did why did you leave your job? What is the reason behind it to leave your job? Uh,
Yeah, like being a teacher, like when I was a teacher last year. I found that it was very hectic for me to teach
yeah.
students in a
Okay.
private school. I
Uh-huh.
had a lot of big burden on my mind. Like I failed that, so I thought that
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to be better in the future. So why not should I do something else? And I love
Okay.
making content. Before that I was also making, but nowadays I'm fully focused on YouTube, and
Mm-hmm.
also I love to learn this language. So I'm learning
Mm-hmm.
every day.
I've been I have been learning by watching your videos every day. It's your
Thanks.
videos are very productive for the learners. Sometimes
Yeah.
when I try to watch any videos, so I prefer to watch your videos because your videos gives me lots of energy to
Yeah.
do anything and to put my hard work into reading and speak in English language, because I want to speak in English in front of my students when I teach them. So your video will helps me to teach
Help you.
my
Okay.
students.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. And yeah, if I break down my journey, so when I started that time, my focus was on motivation, or
Hmm.
making me comfortable on YouTube. So when I started that time, I started with a kind of random vlogs or random whatever I want to say it. So I said that, and after that, when I put lot of efforts to motivate people, like you can do this, that, how you can learn English at home, what was the practices, like where you can practice. So all these things, when I've been done with these things, after
Mm-hmm.
that I started making conversational videos. I did something like I did some conversations, not too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I explored people, like how they are learning language, on
Mm-hmm.
what's going on in their life. And nowadays my focus to make a kind of practice videos for students, like whoever wants to learn this language. So
Mm-hmm.
nowadays I'm my focus to make a kind of practices videos. So yeah, that was the thing. And
Okay.
yeah, a lot of things
So
are going on.
what were you teaching in your school?
Last
Where
year,
were you teaching?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
last year I was a science teacher. I was teaching science for the ninth or 10th standard students.
Mm-hmm.
In
Okay.
that, yeah.
Mm.
And also, like,
Okay.
if I tell you, that was a CBSE school, CBSE student. That's why I somewhere, I was thinking to learn this language. And I
Mm-hmm.
already bought a course from Joe's skill application, in which,
Mm.
we can talk on calls with random
Mm-hmm.
people, around 400 rupees in September, last September, I think, last 2023. But at that
Okay.
time I was doing a job, so I
Mm-hmm.
didn't find it very, useful for
Mm-hmm.
me. But it is useful for people.
Okay.
So because I didn't, practice more, and
Mm-hmm.
nowadays I'm practiced by my own, or a lot of people. I'm a lot of people, like I have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
I fully,
So,
yeah, I focused in June month, in June 2024. Before that I was not. So
okay.
from,
Oh,
yeah,
good to
June,
know.
July, I've been,
That's why
yeah.
that's why you are an inspiration for many peoples.
Because bro, like, to be honest, I did lot of things since July or June. Like from June, July, I have been practicing my English every single day, at least 2 hours or more than 4 hours. Like I did, sometime I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Mm.
throughout, because you know what, like, if I tell you, like, I'm fully focused. I'm only learning English. I'm not doing any other jobs. So this is my, a main work.
Mm-hmm.
That was the thing.
Of course. Yeah, yeah. I had observed many things by watching your videos. You, I think you have put lots of effort into English. That's why you are speaking quite good and your accent is very clear when I watch your videos. So I gained some knowledge by watching your videos. So it has given me lots of opportunities when I speak
Mm.
with my students, with the learners, co-learners. There are many
Mm.
people, so I thought I should take the session with you. So that's why, and I've been watching your
Okay.
videos. So your videos are getting the views. So that's why I'm thinking I if I
Mm.
will. And brother, I have some questions regarding my weakness which I have.
Okay.
When so how can overcome on my weakness which I have? Like when I try to speak in English, my students, it's a CBSE board. I'm a teacher of from sixth class to 10. So when I try to speak English my students, so I get stuck. I don't feel I made a mistake. I can understand ki I made a mistake while my speaking, but they don't know more about more in front of me. But I try every day I try my best to speak in English when I make them understand in a good way. So how can I remove my weakness which I have? Like it's my habit to read the newspaper, but when I try to speaking, I get stuck. I am not getting the right word while my speaking. So what is the reason behind
Okay.
it? That I'm not
Mm.
getting it. Yeah.
Okay. So while speaking in front of students,
Of course.
so usually what
Every
is
day.
the, yeah, 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 every day. So what is your local language, like you are using in your school? Hindi?
Hindi. Yeah.
Hindi. Okay. And this is fully CBSE school, or it's a quite like,
Yeah, fully CBSE.
okay, CBSE. So is there any teachers are using this language, English?
I don't think teachers are speaking there. That it's my
Mhm.
motto to speak in English. That's why I'm trying. I didn't ask to the my students or any teaching staff. Are you speaking with their students? So that's why I don't know more about
Okay,
that.
okay.
But it's
Yeah.
my motto to speaking. Just I want to improve my level, so that's what I'm trying.
Because I'm asking you, when people are not doing things in our
Mhm,
surroundings and we want
mhm,
to do, we want to
mhm.
be, we have to be a different person, because
Of
if we are
course.
going to do something, that time
Mm,
it's a kind of, it's not that much easy. We have to put a lot of efforts. So
mhm.
what your students' reaction whenever you speak English, what they are taking it, how they are taking it?
So, brother, when I speak, so they feel happy, but I don't know what exactly. I when I get stuck, so
Mm-hmm.
I can I get
Start.
stuck. I did not I don't get the right word. How
So you
will
laugh at that time. You laugh
no
sometimes like, oh,
no
you
no
do?
sir, I don't laugh. No.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Like I had the same situations. I also talked so many times with my students in English, and that time last year I was not that much fluent. But every time when
Mm,
I talked, I was thinking that nobody is here that much, as much fluent as I am.
mhm,
So,
mhm,
you are far better than your students or any other, teaching staff,
mm,
because they are not speaking in English.
mm,
So let's
mm.
make sure that they are not understanding all things that you are saying.
Of
When
course.
you are,
Yeah,
when
of
you are
course.
speaking a bit faster, or, in that way, they start processing, they start thinking, okay, what sir is saying. So
Yeah,
that time, make
yeah.
sure, yeah.
You
So
are getting
mistakes,
my point.
yeah, that is the thing, because I hate the same. So just make sure like you speak more and more and more with your
Mm,
students as much. It's a kind of practice. It's muscle, yeah. Like we are, making a kind of belief in our mind
mm, mm,
that
mm,
yes, I am the person. I am,
mm. So,
I am a.
brother, I have a question regarding which I'm reading. My habit is that reading newspaper, but it will not help me. I think it's not product helpful for me when for spoken English, but it's very productive. But when I try to make them understand in a good way, when I give the any examples of the role models, so I don't have any kind of information. So how can which books do you prefer for me to read to make them understand, if you have
Or
any?
make them
Hmm,
motivated.
of course. Hmm.
Yeah. So I think being a teacher, like I'm having lot of books. You can, like, if you want to make them understand about mindset, like what kind of,
Uh,
how the mind works, or how a
mhm,
subconscious mind, that time you can go for your book like the power of your subconscious mind. This was a good book. I having, if I show you, like I'm having these books, but these
mhm,
are in Hindi. The power of your
mhm,
subconscious mind. I bought this book in 2020 when I was in,
mhm,
in COVID time. So I read a lot of
mhm.
Hindi books, and nowadays,
Okay.
I'm reading these are the books like in English. And I think Good Vibes, Good Life is really good. Good Vibes, Good
Mm,
Life. So by Wax
okay.
King, it's really good book that I
Okay.
ever
Okay. Mm,
watched. Atomic Habits are there. Atomic Habits are also, it's good.
okay.
And recently I bought this book called Attitude is Everything. So
Tourism.
it's also good. It's also good. Compound
Okay.
effect,
Okay.
like I've read a lot of books, so I can tell you, like when you start reading books, you go to know a lot of things. You are getting, you will get a lot of new things about your mind or about your
Mm,
life that you can
mhm,
easily share with your student. And
mhm,
when you read English books, that time you will get in English, you will get the information in English, and you can easily
mm,
speak whatever you get. And it's also depend on your
mhm.
practice. So make sure before speaking you have to practice first at your
Of course.
home.
When I try to speak in Urdu language, because my subject is Urdu language, so suddenly I found the English when I by before going my class. So before attending the classes, so I was like, it's my habit to read. I don't sit idle, like
Ideally,
doing
okay.
something. It's my habit. So
Mhm.
every time I
It's
read
good.
the newspaper or books, like nowadays I've been reading a book of Gujarat File. So
Mm-hmm.
when I try to speak in Urdu language, so suddenly the English word come into my mind, and I will speak too. So at that time
Hmm.
I laugh with my students. It's my habit like that. So I make
Mm-hmm.
a excuse.
Mm-hmm. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Like if you
Yeah.
are speaking, but yeah, yeah, it's your subject Urdu, so you have to
Yeah.
teach Urdu only.
Mm.
Yeah. But for speaking, just read lot of books, practice more, and immerse yourself in English environment. Nowadays, I'm going to give my IELTS exam. Like I didn't book yet, but I'll give that exam. So now I start preparing more, and I took the subscription on of Netflix, and I'm watching a lot of web series there. So
Okay.
definitely, yeah, I have been watching since seventh, or like what was the
Mm.
date today, fifth. So I think 1st November I took 31st on after Diwali. After
Okay.
Diwali I took the subscription, and I have been watching a lot of movies there. So
Okay.
it feels like
Okay.
nowadays
That's.
I can understand, like, yeah, somewhere I'm getting the information in English, lot of informations, and throughout the day
Uh,
I'm thinking about that movie or that web series, like, oh,
mm-hmm.
what they are doing, what they did. So it
uh,
really, like, I feel that, yeah, this is a good
mm.
thing we have to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. I and and so how
Mhm.
did you get the idea to come here? Someone have suggested me to spoken English to start this journey, or just you have thought yourself?
because because to be honest, like back in 2021 I started watching English content, lot of English content I started watching. And the way my idol, I can say, like, I really love Gary Vaynerchuk. He's a person from New York City, and he's an
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneur, content creator, and the way he
Mm-hmm.
speaks, crazy, like wonderful. So I was
Okay.
always, I had been imitating himself,
Mm-hmm.
him,
Mm-hmm.
like the way he speaks and all these things. So from that time, I am, imitating or perceiving myself as a motivational speaker. Like I'm going to give speeches and all these
Mm-hmm.
things. So throughout the day, I'm doing this thing. I'm perceiving myself that, like, yeah, I am the motivational speaker, and a lot of people are here sitting in front of me, and all these things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm immersing myself in that situation. So
Mm-hmm.
when you visualize that your dream life, like what you want, what you are going to do, that
Mm-hmm.
time you will be more, attached with that situation, and you are
Uh,
going to give more efforts, or you are going to give more energy to that situation. So make sure fully, immerse in this language, make the ambient, make the environment of English, or throughout the day, like, what, like, my also theory, like if you are working 10 hours a day, okay, so make sure 5 plus hours you speak English, only English. So
okay.
yeah, so as much as you indulge, if you are, what, a lot of people, even I'm taking paid sessions also. A lot of my students are just practice 2 hours a day with me. 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours. Let's
Mm-hmm.
suppose 2 hours, and
Mm-hmm.
apart from that 2 hours, they are speaking in Hindi. How can they be, better at it? So I'm telling them
I can
also,
imagine.
because
Yeah, of
what,
course.
like from since our childhood we are using this language, like our local language. We are making the belief system with that language. So we have to change this. We have to change our belief system. So make sure throughout the day, just keep speaking, practice more.
Okay, yes, of course I will do. And I've been doing many things like watching, talking, speaking, and reading. So these kind of activities, it's my habit to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hmm. But when I try, this is the same reason. So it's
Mm-hmm.
I have already shared you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get the right words when I try to speak in English. It's my weakness, it's my problem, big problem. And so when you have messaged me, are you ready? After 15 minutes we will connect. So I was reading something newspaper. Yeah, I was reading
Yes.
it. So but you are a very luckiest person for me, because you are very famous on YouTube. So that's why I wanted to gain the yeah, people's attraction to me. That's why I thought I should connect here and should learn something, because your videos are very productive for me. It's my perspective. Your videos are very productive.
Perspective.
Well, I learn every day something, and I try my best to learn by watching your videos new things. Like it also gives me energy and encouragement to put my hard work in my life, anything. Because
Yeah, and
I
I'm not.
listen, I watch, I listen your videos by my heart.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Yeah, it means
Yeah,
a lot.
really.
Really means a lot.
That's
And
why.
yeah, this is the thing. Yeah, we have
Yeah.
to, we are here just learning a skill, but we have life. So we have to make our life more better. And we have, this is one life. I'm always saying this is one life. We have to do everything in this one life. So make sure don't be lazy or don't be distracted. Sometimes I'm being lazy sometimes, I feel lazy or I procrastinate a lot sometime, but it's a process. Whenever whenever the idea pop up in your mind that no, Rahul, it's your life, like you have to start again. So restart your life every day. Whenever you make mistake, restart.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to plan my life again, and then just go for that. Make sure
Yeah, of
write
course.
a particular 1 year or 2 year goals and focus on that goal.
I'm totally agree with your thoughts, with your suggestion. That's
Hmm.
why I had it right to you. And in future, if I will make any kind of mistake, so I will approach to you,
Yeah, definitely you can ask, text me anytime.
because
And talk.
I want to learn something by you.
Okay, we
I
can.
want to be I yeah. You will be
Yeah,
my professors in English language. I follow.
yeah, like, but I'm not a teacher anymore. Like, I'm considering myself as
I
a.
had I have commented on your videos on Mantasha's
Hmm.
comment.
Yeah, yeah,
Mantasha
oh,
is
Muntasar.
saying like this. So that's why I thought I should connect here, and I will clear everything. And because I wanted to do, but at that time I thought now it's time to connect with you.
Hmm.
So
I'm
yeah.
really glad to having people on my WhatsApp or on these kind of conversations.
And there are
So
some
I'm.
friends. So if I will share by if I will share regarding you, do you have any problems? If I will share with you, like Rahul Doon is a YouTuber, and they are taking.
Paid sessions or any other things, like everything you can share, it's not a big deal.
Okay,
I'm taking, if
okay.
somebody wants to
So
learn.
yesterday, one of YouTubers have was asking me, so I had shared about you, but after that, then I for you आप बुरा मानेंगे या नहीं, तो इसलिए मैं थोड़ा वो हो गया.
अच्छा अच्छा, क्या क्या बात थी, किसके बारे में
मतलब
था?
मैंने उनसे कहा कि मतलब एक राहुल दून नाम के हैं, वो यूट्यूबर हैं, उन पे व्यूज ज्यादा आता, तो मैं और उनकी वीडियो मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगती है, तो मैं उनसे ट्राई किया, ऐसे ऐसा है प्रोसेस. तो उन्होंने कहा ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, अगर आपको अच्छा लग रहा है तो आप करिए, कोई बात नहीं, इट्स प्रोसेस ऑफ लर्निंग, यू आर इन लर्निंग पीरियड, सो यू कैन ट्राई. तो फिर मुझे लगा कि
इट्स
पता नहीं आप बुरा मान जाएंगे, आप मुझे नहीं शेयर करना चाहिए विदाउट परमिशन, टेकिंग परमिशन. सो
गो
दैट्स आई
फॉर इट, गो
वांट टू.
फॉर इट। नहीं, मैं तो ये चाहता हूँ, अगर आप अच्छा महसूस कर रहे हैं किसी के साथ तो शेयर करो ना, कोई इशू नहीं है इसमें। मैं कोई स्टार इतना बड़ा थोड़ी हूँ यार।
नहीं
बट आई एम
नहीं,
गोइंग
बस
टू बी।
नहीं,
बट
मुझे
इट्स अ
मतलब
गुड,
वो
इट्स अ
चाहिए ना
वेरी
कि
गुड थिंग।
परमिशन. हाँ,
हम्म
कि इससे क्या है ना, आपकी मतलब पता नहीं आप
हम्म
किस माइंड क्या है, क्या सोचते हैं, तो इसलिए मैं सोचा कि बताने के बाद लेकिन मुझे ये रियलाइज हुआ कि नहीं करना चाहिए। फिर मैं सोचा आज सेशन में पूछ लूंगा, फिर अदरवाइज फिर आई इफ आई विल कनेक्ट अनदर पर्सन सो डेफिनेटली आई विल शेयर विद देम।
और ये yeah bro, like and if you are not feeling good with me, or if you are feeling good for, if you want to, seeking for someone else, you can go for that. My purpose is just to, if you are feeling comfortable with me, just go for me. If you are not comfortable, if you are comfortable with any other person, just go for that. It's a life, yeah. I'm not here to make you fluent, or I can't
Of
make you
course.
fluent. I can guide you.
Of
It's your
course.
life.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.